Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to another episode of Tina Tries It. In today's episode, I'll be trying out the world's most powerful facial clay mask. This is the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. It is one of the best-selling products on Amazon. You can buy a pound of this stuff on Amazon for about $9 and it will last you about 10 to 15 facials. Inside it contains 100% natural calcium bentonite clay, which has been used for hundreds of years for its healing properties. Bentonite clay helps to unclog pores, control sebum production, and draws out toxins and impurities. Now, I've read a lot of reviews online and a lot of people swear by it. It's cleared their acne up, their skin's amazing now, whilst others say the opposite. It sort of made their skin worse, or their rashes flame up, their skin more red and more acne come out. So I'm kind of skeptical about this product. I have been breaking out a little bit. You can see that I have just small spots, random pimples, and red spots over my face. So since I have a few breakouts, I thought it'd be a perfect time to test out this clay mask. On the packaging, it says you should mix equal amounts of the clay with apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is known to contain alpha hydroxy acids, which help to remove dead skin cells. It also balances pH level because the clay's pH level is pretty acidic, so once combined with apple cider vinegar, it neutralizes the pH level on your skin. So I'm going to do that. I am using a plastic bowl because it advises you not to use a metal bowl, and also a plastic spatula. I'm going to put a few scoops of that into my bowl and pour equal amounts of the apple cider vinegar in it. You can see that it's starting to bubble, and all I'm going to do is just mix the paste until it's even and smooth. So I'm just going to mix it, and to be honest, this thing stinks. I mean, like, the apple cider vinegar smells like vinegar, so it's not very pleasant unless you like the smell of vinegar. So with my spatula, I'm just going to spread this around. Oh, it stinks. Oh, I was hoping the vinegar smell would kind of just, fade away. But it stinks. Now you can also use water instead of vinegar if you want, but apparently it works better with apple cider vinegar. I'm just going to apply an even layer of this around my face. Apparently after a few minutes you feel like a tightening sensation or a pulsating sensation. I don't feel it yet. Oh, right on my nose. I don't know how people apply this on. It's just so vinegary. I think it's better to breathe through your mouth. This has to be the most foul smelling mask I've put on my face ever. Okay, so I'm going to leave this on my skin for about 10 minutes. I'm not going to leave it on for too long because I've read that sometimes it kind of irritates your skin. So if you have sensitive skin, you leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. If you have maybe a more normal or maybe like a tougher skin type, about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm just gonna go for 10 minutes because this thing stinks. I can start to feel my skin tightening up slowly. I wouldn't say it's like pulsating yet, it just feels tight. So it's been about 10 minutes and you can see that the clay hasn't completely dried yet. Around the edges and around my nose has completely dried, whereas the thicker areas, it's still quite dark. I do really feel that my skin is tightening up, and I think that's what the pulsating they're referring to on the packaging. I guess if you let it dry even more, it's just gonna like really shrink in and kind of like tighten everything up. However, I think I am at a stage where it's good. I don't want to leave it on my skin for any longer just in case it irritates it. So I'm gonna remove this baby and come back. So here is a close-up of my skin. Around my nose and around here is a little bit red, but you can't really see it on camera too much because of the beauty lighting. In terms of how it feels, my skin feels fine now. It doesn't feel irritated or anything, but removing the actual clay was a little bit painful, especially on the areas that it had already completely dried up. I felt like I had to sort of soften it up with the water a little bit and then rub. Otherwise, it was just so like, I don't know, it was just really tight and really dry on the skin, so it was a little bit painful to remove. But overall, My skin feels nice and clean. I don't really see a huge difference, but then again, I think you have to use it a few times. So I'm gonna continue using this maybe another 2 times and then give you my review. Today I'm going to use the product again, but I'm going to use it just to sort of spot treat certain areas, maybe like around my nose to see if it gets rid of any blackheads and just over some of the bumps and little lumps. But I'm not going to apply it all over because I feel like it could be a little bit too drying for my skin. I've applied it to the areas that I feel need a little bit more TLC. The smell is a lot more bearable if I just sort of spot treat instead of applying it all over. So if you don't like the smell of vinegar, maybe just apply it to the areas of concern. Today I woke up with another pimple on the side of my mouth, just near my lip. You could see it's pretty red and inflamed and angry. That's the only pimple I have on my face at the moment. The other one here, it's gone down. It's kind of become just like a little scar now. Just have some pigmentation there. So I'm just gonna spot treat maybe just that area. And maybe up here, I still have some spots here. So I'm gonna spot treat it with the Indian clay mask. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna leave on for 10 minutes and then take it off. My pimple has gotten bigger. It's pretty pussy and disgusting as well. Okay, hopefully it goes down. It's been about a week and a half since I started using the Indian Healing Clay Mask. I used it over the areas where I had pimples and around my nose just to see if it cleared up any blackheads and decongestion. For my pimples, I feel like the clay works really well to help flatten and dry out the pimple. After about 2 days, it's completely flat and then I can just apply concealer over it and you don't see like a bump there. However, for around my nose, I don't think it really did anything for my blackheads. Instead, it sort of dried up my nose a bit more and the skin around there is a bit flaky now, so it's not as smooth when I apply foundation, so I don't really like that. So after I've tried it a few times, I'm gonna rate this product a 6.5 out of 10. For me, the product did work on my pimples, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it's not a product that I'm always gonna sort of like go back to. I'm not a big fan of mixing this with apple cider vinegar. I understand that it's the best way to use this product, however, it just smells and I feel like it's inconvenient and it's not like a sexy product to use at all. Now, lately, I don't know what is going on with my skin because I don't usually break out that much, but every time a pimple disappears, they say like this one disappeared, a new one popped up. So another one popped up on my forehead. So I'm sure when this one goes away, it'll just move to another location. And that's not like my skin at all. And now I'm not saying it's because of this. I think it's just environmental changes, maybe stress or something. But my skin is just playing up lately and I am not happy about it. Anyways, that's it from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Tina Tries It. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and I'll speak to you guys next time.